Mark Twain, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. When Tom awoke in the morning, he wondered where he was. He sat up and rubbed his eyes and looked around. Then he comprehended. It was the cool grey dawn, and there was a delicious sense of repose and peace in the deep, pervading calm and silence of the woods. Not a leaf stirred, not a sound obtruded upon great nature's meditation. Beaded dewdrops stood upon the leaves and grasses. A white layer of ashes covered the fire, and a thin blue breath of smoke rose straight into the air. Joe and Huck still slept. Now far away in the woods a bird called. Another answered. Presently the humming of a woodpecker was heard. Gradually the cool dim grey of the morning whitened, and as gradually sounds multiplied and life manifested itself. The marvel of nature shaking off sleep and going to work unfolded itself to the musing boy. All nature was wide awake and stirring now. Long lances of sunlight pierced down through the dense foliage far and near, and a few butterflies came fluttering upon the scene. Tom stirred up the other pirates, and they all crowded away with a shout, and in a minute or two were stripped and chasing after and tumbling over each other in the shallow, limpid water of the white sandbar. They felt no longing for their little village sleeping in the distance beyond the majestic waste of water. A vagrant current or a slight rise in the river had carried off their raft, but this only gratified them, since its going was something like burning the bridge between them and civilization. Inazo Nitobe, Bushido, the soul of Japan. You are out in the hot, glaring sun with no shade over you. A Japanese acquaintance passes by. You accost him, and instantly his hat is off. Well, that is perfectly natural, but the awfully funny performance is that all the while he talks with you, his parasol is down, and he stands in the glaring sun also. How foolish! Yes, exactly so, provided the motive were less than this. You are in the sun, I sympathize with you. I would willingly take you under my parasol if it were large enough, or if we were familiarly acquainted. As I cannot shade you, I will share your discomforts. Little acts of this kind, equally or more amusing, are not mere gestures or conventionalities. They are the budding forth of thoughtful feelings for the comfort of others. Another awfully funny custom is dictated by our canons of politeness, but many superficial writers on Japan have dismissed it by simply attributing it to the general topsy-turviness of the nation. Every foreigner who has observed it will confess the awkwardness he felt in making proper reply upon the occasion. In America, when you make a gift, you sing its praises to the recipient. In Japan, we depreciate or slander it. The underlying idea with you is, this is a nice gift. If it were not nice, I would not dare give it to you, for it will be an insult to give you anything but what is nice. In contrast to this, our logic runs, you are a nice person, and no gift is nice enough for you. You will not accept anything I can lay at your feet except as a token of my goodwill. So accept this, not for its intrinsic value, but as a token. It will be an insult to your war to call the best gift good enough for you. Place the two ideas side by side, and we see that the ultimate idea is one and the same. Neither is awfully funny. The American speaks of the material which makes the gift. The Japanese speaks of the spirit which prompts the gift. Oscar Wilde, The Importance of Being Earnest. The truth is very pure and never simple. Modern life would be very tedious if it were either a modern literature or a complete impossibility. That wouldn't be at all a bad thing. Literary criticism is not your fault, my dear fellow. Don't try it. You should leave that to people who haven't been at a university. They do it so well in the daily papers. What you really are is a bumbleist. I was quite right in saying you were a bumbleist. You are one of the most advanced bumbleists I know. What on earth do you mean? You have invented very useful younger brother called Ernest in order that you may be able to come up to town as often as you like. I have invented an invaluable permanent invalid called Bunbury in order that I may be able to go down into the country whenever I choose. Bunbury is perfectly invaluable. If it wasn't for Bunbury's extraordinary bad health, for instance, I wouldn't be able to dine with you at Willis tonight, for I have been literally engaged to Aunt Augusta for more than a week. I haven't asked you down with me anywhere tonight. I know you're absurdly careless about sending out invitations. That is very foolish of you. Nothing annoys people so much as not receiving invitations.